For the top story reaction, joining us from Washington, legendary investigative reporter Bob Woodward, an associate editor of the Washington Post. Where am I going wrong here, Mr. Woodward?
Well, there is an anti-Trump press. There's a pro-Trump press. I think the hard news reporters, as you said, should keep digging on this. Here's my reaction. I know General Flynn a little bit, and the idea that he kind of misled about one thing, as you know, Bill, people in the White House always mislead somebody on something. That became a firing offense does not make sense to me, and all my alarm bells went off. Why is he gone for this? And I think the alarm bells went off for lots of reporters. All right,
let me give you the explanation that's coming out of the White House is that Vice President Pence, very powerful guy, talked to Flynn, and Flynn told him, hey, I didn't talk about any of the sanctions. And then the Vice President went on network television and said that hey, General Flynn didn't do it. And now, turns out, because of tapped conversations and, you know, transcripts that nobody's seen, but nobody's denying it anymore, that Flynn did talk about sanctions. So when you, at that level, mislead a vice president and goes out and then, you know, misstates something, that is a firing offense, Bob, and you know it.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh, come
Look,
on.
He apologized.
Come on.
Now you come on. And so I'm telling you, my alarm bells went off. I think lots of people had the same feeling who were in the media, so they're asking the question,
alarm bells
what really
are
goes on here?
Dopey, speculative questions to Trump haters are quite something else. I mean, yeah, look, on one of our competitors, they got 9 people. I don't know where they find all the lounge chairs. And they just line them up. There's 2 token conservatives, 7 Trump haters, and they go down with this, oh, this is Watergate. If I were you, I'd sue anybody saying this is Watergate. If I were you, Woodward, I'd sue them. Well, okay? And then they have nothing to back it up. It's all crazy speculation, and that's what we're getting into in this country. Nobody knows the facts. Nobody knows anything. It's all speculation.
Okay, there is a lot of speculation and a lot of nonsense, so let's get the facts. So there's going to be a congressional investigation. The FBI is supposedly looking at this. Here's the remedy, if I may really put something that's concrete out there, and that is for the Trump White House to get the counsel in the White House to look at this. The president has authority to release anything, even material that's classified, and put out a report and say, this is what really happened. This is what went on, because the congressional investigation is going to take months. The FBI, God knows how long that's going to take, and you have created the environment of suspicion and anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we'd all like to know what really happened, and I'm not opposed to that.
Well, why don't they do this?
Well, because there are unintended consequences of every action, as you know. So if you wanted to make an enemy out of General Flynn, which President Trump obviously doesn't want to do, you hang him. All right, and you make an enemy out of him.
Well, he's fired him. He's fired him. That's a pretty serious matter. Come on.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. It is.
Okay,
but he said nice things about him today, and he doesn't seem to want to alienate him or make him what they call a scapegoat. And then Flynn would have to defend himself. Then Flynn could come back and say, well, so-and-so told me to do this. And it becomes a real mess. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just giving you a logical reason why they're not that anxious to do it. Last word.
Okay, well, the White House counsel could conduct an inquiry, look at all the classified documents, talk to General Flynn, and put it out, or have some reporters who are neutral in all of this into the White House and say, here are the documents, here's what people say, and put it out. Believe me, this is going to fester for weeks, if not months, if there aren't answers to very serious questions.
All right. Neutral reporters, though, where would we, do we have to go abroad to find them, or where would we find them? All right, Bob, always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.